What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and your $2,000 third stimulus check update. In this video, I'm going to give you new information about how you can trace your $600 stimulus check if you haven't got it. A lot of people have not got it yet. This may be able to help you. We're also going to talk about the $2,000 stimulus check and the Social Security increase, as well as several different things. We got some good information for you guys in this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on upcoming videos regarding Social Security increases, next stimulus checks, $1,400 to $2,000 coming out, stimulus packages, unemployment extensions, all sorts of information for you guys. And hit the like button for us down below. It helps out our channel in the eyes of the YouTube algorithm. That's it. Thanks, guys. Let's jump right into it. With the impeachment trial that has already passed the U.S. House of Representatives for President Donald Trump, it is expected to start in about 48 hours on the 19th, which is Tuesday, in the Senate. And President Donald Trump is considering pardoning himself and his entire family before he leaves office. About 7 in 10 people in a new recent poll oppose President Donald Trump from pardoning himself, and some law experts question if he can even pardon himself at all. President Trump has reportedly floated the idea of issuing pardons for himself and his family members, while Democrats have long threatened to pursue investigations of the president's personal finances that could potentially lead to criminal charges once he leaves office. Those conversations have reportedly ramped up in recent days following the deadly riot in the U.S. Capitol, of which 5 people died, including 1 police officer on the protest. President Trump, who spoke to his supporters at the rally before the mob stormed the Capitol, while a joint session of Congress was meeting to certify President-elect Biden's victory, was impeached over his role in the siege in the House of Representatives so far. Some of Trump's top supporters have openly urged him to pursue a self-pardon. Quote, "The president out the door needs to pardon himself and his whole family because they want this witch hunt to go on in perpetuity. They're so full of rage and insanity against the president." Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you think President Trump should pardon himself and his entire family? Or do you think that that should not be done at all? And do you think that there is a witch hunt going on against President Donald Trump and that the Democrats are just continually trying to pursue against him? And honestly, we're already starting to see this on the other side of the aisle now as Joe Biden comes in, and we're already starting to see stories like this. Newly elected Republican Georgia Congresswoman says that she will push to impeach Joe Biden the day after his inauguration. And she says she's going to intends to file articles of impeachment against Joe Biden as soon as he takes office for, quote, abuse of power. Yeah, he's not even in office yet, and there's already people trying to impeach Biden, even though he's not in office yet. So let me know your thoughts on all of that down below in the comments. Yes, 2021 is shaping up to be just as crazy as 2020 with, I don't know, when is the end in sight? You tell me. Senator Lindsey Graham is calling on Chuck Schumer, who's the Senate Minority Leader, but soon to be the Senate Majority Leader, to dismiss the articles of impeachment against Donald Trump. Lindsey Graham says, quote, "The impeachment power exists to protect the nation from the harm that an incumbent president might inflict upon the nation were he to remain in office, not to vindicate political grievances after a president has left the office." This is because if proceedings in the Senate on the impeachment start on Tuesday, Inauguration Day is Wednesday at noon, President Trump will have left the White House by the time they even vote on the impeachment. So are they going to still try to impeach him after he's out of office? And then we're going to impeach Joe Biden before he's in office? Yeah, 2021 is absolutely crazy. On stimulus news, let's start with a weird stimulus check that is going out to some people. Multiple different companies across the United States are now paying employees to get the COVID-19 vaccine while they're working at their company. Grocery store Trader Joe's will give employees 2 extra hours of pay per dose of the vaccine that they need. Instacart will give staff $25. Dollar General has announced on Wednesday that they will give employees 4 hours of extra pay and adjust their schedules as needed. Hospitals and nursing homes are also starting to offer their employees money if they get vaccinated against the virus. A county run nursing home in Northampton County, Pennsylvania, is offering their employees up to $750 to get vaccinated. There also has been proposals, not bills, but proposals for up to a $1,500 stimulus check to get Americans a vaccine, because the reasoning on this is it will get us out of the pandemic faster. The quicker we can reach herd immunity, the quicker we may not have to worry about the pandemic anymore, which actually paying for a $1,500 stimulus check in this manner would actually save us money in the long run, as we're losing billions of dollars every single day this pandemic continues to go on. So the faster we come out of it, the faster we actually get back to normal and start generating tax dollars and jobs and everybody getting back to normal much faster. It will actually save us money for them to do something like this, although this is just a proposal. Let me know your thoughts. Would you take the vaccine if you got a stimulus check of, say, $1,500? Do you think they should do something like this? It's a very interesting proposal for sure. Next up, let's talk about Social Security increases of $200 per month and $2,000 stimulus checks. We have had a past plan from Senators Chuck Schumer, Warren, and Wyden to increase benefits of $200 per month for all Social Security increases, Social Security beneficiaries. And Joe Biden has put this on his official website at joebiden.com under the Economic Recovery Plan. This is something that they want to push for. And now that the Democrats will have control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency in the next 48 hours about, then this becomes an absolute real reality. Now, the question is, when will this happen? And honestly, I think that we're hearing a lot of chatter about this coming as a standalone bill, because it probably will get more support as a standalone bill because, well, who would vote against giving Social Security and, our seniors and people who need the money the most an extra $200 per month? This plan right here, as you can see, I'm going to highlight it here for you, would give seniors, veterans, and people with disabilities who have earned this benefit by contributing to Social Security with paychecks an additional $4,000 over the next 2 years. That is $200 per month for Social Security, veterans, SSI, SSDI beneficiaries. It says here to the end of 2021, but this was a bill from last year. So this is what it could look like going forward here. This particular one was basically for almost 2 years. So if that's the case, it would be $200 per month for 2 years. But we've also heard a lot of chatter that this should basically just go on in perpetuity, and this $200 per month for people who need it the most should just continue on forever. Now, I've had some questions from people saying, well, Social Security is running out of money anyways. How could they possibly pay for this? Well, they pay for this the same way they pay for stimulus checks and stimulus packages. The government just prints the money. And then you beg the question is, well, what about our national deficit? And my personal thoughts is we will never pay off the national deficit. There's been plans to, and they've never happened. And we're at an all-time high of national deficit, near $30 trillion right now. If we go back just 10 years ago, it was $10 trillion. And honestly, it's just kind of be the way things are. There's just going to be a national debt, and it is what it is. And I don't think that they will ever pay it off. My YouTube channel, probably in 20 years, will be saying that the national debt is $100 trillion. And I personally don't think you should even worry about it at all. The national debt right now is at an all-time high, and we're not suffering because of it. I always hear the age-old kind of thing, our kids are going to suffer for it. Remember, I have a 2-year-old son. Our kids are not going to suffer for it. The national debt right now is at $30 trillion. If you would have told somebody that 20 years ago, and they were, one of those people that says, oh, our kids will suffer from it, they would have said, oh my God, taxes will be at all-time highs and we'll be paying out of our ears to pay that debt. And the reality of it is, well, taxes are at near an all-time low. We're not paying anything additional. It's just kind of debt that just sits there, and you really shouldn't even worry about it. And honestly, it's the vast majority of countries in the US have national debt like this that continues to grow. It's just kind of normal now. It's the new normal, and it's going to continue. And maybe some years, maybe they'll have a balanced budget where they don't add to the debt for some years, but they'll never, in my opinion, pay off $30 trillion of debt that continues to go up. And then there's economists that argue that giving Social Security money to Social Security, giving stimulus checks to residents and unemployment to people who need it during a pandemic, number one, it's not debt. It's not money that's owed back. There's no interest rate on it. It's not like you're giving a bond to another country like China and you have to pay them interest every year and then you have to pay them back. This isn't money that's paid back. Stimulus checks don't get paid back, and there's no interest on it. The government doesn't have to pay interest on it. So some people question if it even should be considered debt. Most people on this channel would tell you that you're just getting some of your tax dollars back to you in your time of need. During a once in 100-year pandemic, they're giving you some money back to help you guys out for tax dollars that you've already paid during a pandemic where obviously people are suffering, people are dying, businesses are struggling, and we just need a little bit of help right now. So you can let me know your thoughts. Is it debt? And do you think we'll ever pay off the national debt? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And always, if you have a different point of view than me, that's perfectly okay. Just keep it civil, because YouTube does have filters on the comments. So if you don't keep it civil, your comment will go right to a YouTube spam filter, spam folder. Next up, the $1,400 third stimulus check / $2,000. There's already multiple Democrats, and remember, the Democrats have all the power now, the House, the Senate here within 48 hours, and the presidency, that they're already trying to push this higher to $2,000. AOC and Bernie Sanders are the ones leading the charge on that. And yeah, we're going to be extremely close, much closer to this week, as we're getting more details on this by the day regarding when we will get the third stimulus check, when they will pass it. The Biden administration, Biden and Kamala Harris and Bernie Sanders taking over his new position of power in the Senate as the Senate budget chairman in the Senate, all that happens in about 48 hours. And we're basically getting more details by the hour now as we're so close to this. That's why we're going to have a lot of breaking news for you guys. I will probably have another video for you guys tonight at 11 p.m. But remember, these $2,000 stimulus checks already passed. It's a $2,000 plus up, okay? It's $1,400. And the bill, that the third stimulus check package that Joe Biden has announced already, is $1,400 for adults and $1,400 for children and adult dependents. There's a lot of chatter going on right now on if the details for adult dependents, somebody who is a dependent on somebody else's tax return, might be actually $3,200. And the reason is adult dependents and college student adult dependents, they're a dependent on somebody else's tax return, missed out on the first and the second stimulus check, okay? This third stimulus check is supposed to be $2,000 with the second and the third combined, okay? So there's a lot of questions and talk about that the adult dependents will get the second and the first stimulus check also. Worst case scenario, it looks like adult dependents are going to get at least the $1,400. I seen a comment earlier in one of our videos that said that when she heard this and she's seen this in Biden's plan, that it absolutely just put her into tears because there is so many adult dependents out there that have not gotten either of the first two stimulus checks. And this is very good news for any adult dependents who are going to get this stimulus check, because it's kind of sad that they didn't. And it looks like the Biden administration is wronging their rights. And at the bare minimum, well, I can't say their rights, but the Congress's wrongs, okay? I can't even blame this on President Trump because, again, I don't like to put blame. I'd have to put the blame on Congress. They're the ones that drafted the bill, not President Trump and not Biden, okay? Um, it's very good news that adult dependents are going to be getting this third stimulus check. I am very happy for you guys, and I know a lot of you guys need this money. It's going to be very good. Next, I don't want anybody to be disappointed that the third stimulus check may only be $1,400, because there's so many reasons. One, it's $1,400 for adults and $1,400 for children. Children in the past have only got 500 to 600. And it's $1,400 for adult dependents, possibly more. And we know that there's more on the way. Biden administration and Biden himself has said multiple stimulus checks and packages until the pandemic is over. And remember, they have that sneaky little rule now, the reconciliation rule, that they can use to pass stimulus checks and packages with only 51 votes in the Senate going forward. I don't expect them to use this on the first one because they only can use it a limited amount of times per year. But I expect them to pass this third stimulus check package, which has rent assistance in there, all the different buckets of money, unemployment of $400 per week, all those things in that package. I expect them to try to get Republican support for the first one and pass it with 60 votes in the Senate. But after that, when Republicans are like, oh no, we can't possibly pass more, they're going to pass it with just a simple 51 votes. Remember, there's 50 votes, 50 Democrats in the Senate, and the tiebreaker vote goes to Kamala Harris for the 51st vote. So that means they will be able to pass stimulus checks and stimulus packages all on their own without any Republican support for at least the next 2 years. So there's going to be a lot of stimulus and stimulus packages and stimulus checks going on. So make sure you subscribe down below and click the bell icon to all notifications so you get notifications when we go live with new videos, which are 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will most likely have an 11 p.m. video for you guys tonight. So at 11 p.m. Eastern, just jump on your YouTube app or jump on YouTube and just type in It's Jimmy and go to our newest video at 11 p.m. because you will not get a notification for that one. They only send out ones for the first 3 videos of the day. And don't forget to share this video so others like you will know about the next stimulus check and all these different packages coming out. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have dozens of students that have replaced their 9-to-5 income selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys. I will see you in the next video.